So like I said, I want to read to you guys from Dr. Steenbarger's book, Trading Psychology 2.0. This is best practice number 28, conducting regular trading reviews. Why this stuck out to me is because I've gotten a lot of questions about how do I increase my confidence in my trading? How do I get more confident to pull the trigger and not get stuck, paralysis by analysis almost, or freeze in the moment in the live market? And I think a big factor to building confidence is reviewing your trades to know what you did well, know what you did wrong, because that kind of, it's almost like when you were in elementary school and grade school and you had to go on the board or write down on a piece of paper what you did wrong. It's like, I will not throw chalk at the teacher. I will not throw chalk. When you do that over and over again and you're writing that and you're in a way reviewing your bad behavior, you're less likely to do it again in the future. Same thing with our trading. If we review our good and our bad, it's a lot easier to repeat the good and cut out the bad. So let me share with you a few things that Dr. Steenbarger says about conducting proper regular trading reviews. He says deliberate practice is a process in which we continually evaluate performance and use those evaluations to make targeted efforts at improvement. Research from Anders Ericsson in 1996, it's a long time ago, almost the year I was born, suggests that deliberate practice is essential in developing performance expertise. And that's our goal as traders, is to develop better expertise. And if anything, to get more expertise, because with more expertise, we get better as traders. Turning routine trading into structured, deliberate practice requires that we actively review our trading, assess what we could have done better, and use that information to make hands-on corrections in our subsequent performance. The assessment of our trading comes from TraderFeed reader Norbert Beckstorm as a best practice and consists of daily review of trading performance. The power of such a review comes from the fact that it can anchor a process of continuous learning and performance improvement. Here are the questions that Norbert puts himself through after a day's trading. Now, there's 12 questions here. I'm not going to read them all to you. If you want to check out our trading journal, I've got one right there behind me. The link is in the description. You can check out the journal that'll actually prompt you to answer these questions during your trading and after your trading. I designed the journal specifically for day traders and swing traders, people looking to grow actively and manage their own money. And I think the questions that we have in there, people really enjoy them because it's like that prompt. Just a few of them. He goes, did I break any of my rules? Did I have enough size in my trade? Was I too small? Did I win or did I lose? Was I mindful today? Did I practice good trading routine before or good pre-trading routine? How many of today's trades would I make again under the same circumstances? How many of my trades today were placed out of fear of missing a move? These are good questions to ask yourself after the trading. And like I said, our journal will actually prompt you on a few. I didn't do this to plug the journal, but it just works. So here, Steenbarger goes on to say, ultimately, the most important questions in Norbert's sheet here of his 12 questions is his final one. His final question is, what can I do to improve the answers to these questions? Answering the questions is only useful to future performance if the answers anchor specific plans and actions towards improvement. Review is necessary for deliberate practice, but not sufficient. Like, you can't just ask yourself the questions and then move on. It is what we do with the answers to our review questions that determines whether our experience turns into learning and development. First, we do, then we review, then we redo based on what we've learned. Every trade is practice. Every review pushes us to make tangible improvements in what we do. Trading experience we don't review is lost experience, and that is the riskiest loss of all. So what he's saying is the lack of review is the biggest mistake that most traders will make, is that they aren't reviewing their trades at all. The second biggest mistake that traders are making is if they are reviewing, they're not using the answers to their review for anything in the future. They're not anchoring anything from the responses that they give themselves to make future performance better. So if you're not reviewing your trades, if you're not marking up the trades you take, putting text on it like you see me do here, right? Like with all my trades. If you're not doing anything like that, that would be step one. Just start reviewing every time you click the button. There's no whitewashing it. There's no overlooking any of them. You have to be honest and hold yourself accountable. And if you can't do that, you got to get a trading partner and ask them to hold you accountable. For me, I remember when I started trading, I would take 4 trades in a day, and 2 of them I would be like, I don't need to pay attention to those. They were just testing stuff out. But those were killing me. That was lost experience. It was by ignoring those, it took me more time to get consistent in my trading. So if you're doing those markups, if you are doing that review, then let's take that a step further. Like I said, if you're not doing that, that's step one. The step two here is, now that we've got answers to questions and we're doing these reviews, let's anchor ourselves to these answers. Did I chase a move today? Did I take this trade based on FOMO? Okay, now that I know that, let's take a picture of this trade, print it out, stick it on the wall, and every time I'm about to take a trade because of me fearing like I'm going to miss a move, I'm going to see the trade right here above my computer, and it's going to help me anchor back to that loss, and I'm going to hopefully avoid that behavior in the future. So again, step one is starting to do the review. Step two is then anchoring yourself in the future, or I guess it would be technically in the present, to past lessons, to past review. It's not just about marking it up and saying I took this trade. It's okay, what can I learn from this trade? And our trading journal will do a great job at prompting you for some great questions.